This is Sachin Pawar. How are you? Fine? Okay. Dear students, in the last classes we completed the second chapter. Yes. Okay. Then in the today's lecture we start with the new one chapter, that is chapter number 3, business environment. Chapter number 3, business environment. Okay. Yes. Then in the first PUC, you learned about that the concept of the business. Okay, yes. Then what do you mean by business? See, in the simple terms, the business is nothing but what? The process of buying and selling of goods or services. In the simple terms or in the simple sense, the business is nothing but what? The process of buying and selling of goods or services. Okay, yes. Then if you want to say about that in the specific terms, here we said that the business is nothing but what? An occupation. Business is an occupation which involves the production, purchase and sale of goods or services for the motive or for the purpose of earning profit is known as what here? The business. Okay, yes. Then here the another one extended part is the environment. Yes. Then what do you mean by environment? Yes. See, the things which are surroundings or things which are surrounded the human beings or human beings activities are called the environment. Okay, yes. The word translation to that to the Kannada, that is parisara. Okay, but here that which environment, that means the business environment. Okay, which environment, that means here what? The business environment. ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಪರಿಸರ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪರಿಸರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲಿನ ವಾತಾವರಣವನ್ನ ಏನು ಪರಿಸರ ಅಂದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಪರಿಸರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಪರಿಸರ. ಎಸ್. Then in the third chapter we learn detail about that the business environment. Okay, yes, that is on the extended part for the business. Okay, that means here the business have to have operate in that the environment. Okay, the business have to have operating here in the environment. Then in the today's lecture we start with that. See, first of all we take the meaning. See the meaning. Meaning of business environment. Yes, see, the term business environment means the totality of all individuals. The totality of all individuals. Totality, that means sum of all individuals, institutions and other forces that are outside of business but that potentially affect its performance. Okay, the meaning is very clear that, see, the term business environment means the totality of all individuals, institutions and other forces. Other forces, that means that covers the number of forces or number of factors or the number of dimensions, such like the economic factors, political factors, legal factors, okay, cultural factors or any other factors are covered under that the other forces. Then here that are outside of business. Yes, that forces or that individuals, that institutions are outside a business, then but that potentially affect its performance. It's, that means business is a performance. Okay, potentially affect its performance. Those factors directly or indirectly affect on the business. Okay, yes. Then business environment means what? it is a totality of totality, that means sum of sum of, that means that may be individuals, institutions, or what the other forces, that means ಅದು ಏನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಎಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅಥವಾ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಎಸ್ ಸೊ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಎಸ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್, ಎಸ್ ಸೊ ETC concepts are arise under that the other forces. And here ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಅವ್ರ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ದಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಿನವುಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲಿ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ದಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಿರ್ತಾವು ನಿಜ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಏನು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಏನಿರತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ, ಆ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರುತ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂತಹ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂಗತಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್, ದಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, let's see the features or the characteristics of that business environment. Yes. See, the first one, totality of external forces. The totality of external forces or the totality of all external forces. That means here that the business environment covers with the all external forces or the all external factors. Okay, that means here we saying that totality, that means sum of all external forces or external factors. Okay, that may be sociological, yes, cultural, political, legal, okay, or the technological. All those components are covered under the word the business environment. Okay, by that saying that the external forces. Okay, yes. Then external forces ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ totality of or sum of, ಏನು ಎದರದ್ದು sum or ಎದರದ್ದು total, that means the external forces. So ಏನು ಹೊರಗಿನ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಬಾಹ್ಯವಾದಂತಹ ಅಂಶಗಳು, ಆ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಟ್ಟುಗೂಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಒಟ್ಟುಗೂಡಿಸಿದಂತ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ಯಾವುದು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಪರಿಸರ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಅಂಶಗಳು ಯಾವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ದೆನ್ ಅದು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಎಸ್ ಸೊ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಎಸ್ ETC ಏನು ಅಂಶಗಳು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ETC concepts or ETC factors are involved in that the external forces or external factors. Okay, yes. Then see second one, specific and general forces. The second one is that specific and general forces. That means here the business environment is covered with the external forces, it's okay. And here that external forces again categorized into that in the two manners, that is specific and general. Okay, that is the specific and general. Then if you taken as that the background of that the business environment, it is very useful for you. Yes. Then see we see with that the background. Firstly, business environment is broadly categorized into two types. That the business environment is broadly categorized into two types. That is, first one is internal and second one is external. Yes. The first one is what? The internal, and second one is external. Internal, that means which covers with the internal activity of the business organization. That may be the policies, rules, regulation of that the business organization. And external, that means it is out of the business enterprise or business organization. Okay, yes. Then here there are the external factors or the external forces are again categorized into two types. That the external forces are again categorized into two types. One is micro and another one is macro. The first one is what? The micro, and another one is what? The macro. Okay. Yes. Then here the micro forces are or the micro factors are called the specific forces or specific factors, and the macro forces or macro factors are called the general forces or the general factors. Okay. Yes. Then here, so it's okay about that the micro is called specific and macro is called the general. Then which factors are covered with the or which factors involved in that micro and macro? That means say the micro factors are the factors which are directly impact on the business organization. The micro or specific factors are the factors which are directly impact on the business organization, such like, for example, the suppliers, customers, okay, or the rivalries who are directly impact on the business enterprise or business organization. Then that is another one concept is that the macro factors are called the general factors. Then that general factors are also affect on the business organization, but in the indirect manner, but not the direct manner. Okay, that macro factors also affect on the business organization, but in the indirect manner. Then which are they? That is sociological, yes, the political, legal, okay, technological, etc. are affect on the business organization, but indirectly, and those factors are called the macro or the general forces or general factors. Okay, yes. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಎರಡು ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಗೇನ್ ನಾವು ಎರಡು ಭಾಗವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋ, ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಗ್ರ. ಎಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಸಮಗ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎಸ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋ. ಈ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಪೂರೈಕೆದಾರರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಸ್, ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಪೈಪೋಟಿದಾರರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಟಿಸಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಬೀರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋ ಏನ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು ದಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಆ ಸಮಗ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ಸಮಗ್ರ ಈ ಜನರಲ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಯಾವ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವ್ರೆ, ಅವು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಎಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಎಸ್, ಇಟಿಸಿ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ಅಂಶಗಳು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ಅವು ಪರೋಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರುತ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಡ್ ದಿ specific and general forces. Then third one, interrelatedness. Yes, the interrelatedness, that means the business environment factors are directly affect on the or the affect on the business activities. Okay, that means here the business activities as well as the factors of that business environment is interrelatedness. Okay, interrelatedness, that means here which forces or which factors are changing in the business environment. Those factors are affecting on the business activity. Yes, then we see that with the example. Say, for example, if they increasing in the behavior or increasing in the knowledge of the customers regarding the health. Okay, they can purchase the healthy product. Okay, that's why the healthy product have the more demand and other products have the less demand, or there is a lack of demand for those products. Okay, that means here how the changes are occurred from the business environment, that is affect on the business organization. According to that, the business organization have to make the changes. Okay, that means here the factors of the business environment and the activities of the business both are interrelatedness. Okay, yes. Then next one, dynamic nature. Yes, the fourth one, dynamic nature. That means here of course right, that the business environment covers the external forces or the external factors, and which are dynamic in nature. Dynamic, that means the ever changing. Dynamic means what? The ever changing or the fluctuant manners. Okay, that means the factors of the business environment are going on the changing by the changing in the technological factor, changing in the behavior of the customer, changing in the lifestyle of the customers. Okay, or changing in the political ideologies. Okay, yes. Then or changing in the legal formalities. The business have to have change its productional activities also. Okay, yes. That means here the business environment ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ business environment external factors ಅನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. And here the dynamic nature ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಯಾವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಏನಾಗೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ರಿಜಿಡ್. ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ರಿಜಿಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವು ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಪದೇ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಎಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್. ಎಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2G and 3G ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು 4G 5G. okay, so like that the technology are changing. Okay, so that means here that is a dynamic, that is not a rigid. Okay, yes. Then ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅವು ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ they are also going through the changing authority. Okay, so in that the business environment. Okay, yes. Then next one, uncertainty. Yes, of course right, that the business environment is covers with the fully uncertainty. That means when the factors or the forces of the business environment are going the changes is not measurable. Okay, why? Because the future is not predictable. The future is not predictable. Predictable, that means not predeterminable. Okay, that means here the future is unknown. Okay, what happen in the futures we don't know. Okay, for example, take as a Chinese product. The Chinese marketers or the Chinese producers have the large market in India. Okay, yes, and according to that they are making the production and selling their product into our India. Okay, but slightly changes in the political activities or changes in the political rigidity, the Chinese market got the shock about that the stoppage of their product selling in that India also. Okay, so that is what just what the uncertainty for those products. Okay, likewise the business environment covers with what the uncertainty ಅನಿಶ್ಚಿತತೆಯಿಂದ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಏನು ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಆರಂಭಿಕವಾಗಿ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಏನು ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಸೊ ಅದು ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟನಿಟಿ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ ದಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್. ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ complexity. Yes, the another one important feature or characteristics of that business environment is what the complexity. That means here if saying about that the individually or if saying about that the single concept or single factors, it is very easy to understand or it is very easy to know about that the why the changes are made in that business activities by proving that the business environment. Okay, but if the saying about that the totality of the all factors, it is very difficult for the each and every organization to measure the which factors are affect on their products. Okay, which factors are affect on their the products. That means here if saying about that the single factors, it is very easy to understand or it is very easy to know about that. But if saying about that the collectivity or totality of the all forces or all factors, it is very difficult for the business organization to measure the which factors affect on their product. For example, take if the XYZ company is there, XYZ company, yes, then they are selling one product. Take as a what? Take X. X is the name of the product, XYZ company. Yes. Then if in the present situation or the present market, X product have no demand in the market or X product is not selling in the market, that's time it is very difficult to that business organization to measure which factor affected on that the decrease in the selling of that product X. That may be, for example, is that the customers dislike or is that technological changes are made. That means if the technological changes are made, then another one substitute products are there. Okay, so that means innovative products are there. Is that the technological factors affected on that product, or is that the customers behavior affect on that product, or is that the political ideologies affect on that the product. Okay, or is that the economy affect on that the product. That means the economic condition of the customers affect on that product. ETC concepts are, if you say about that into the totality manner, the firm have the difficult task to measure those factors. Okay, yes. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ XYZ ಕಂಪನಿಯನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಒಂದು ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದು ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಗೆ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಟೋಟಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೋವೇಟಿವ್ ಹೊಸದಾದಂತ ಒಂದು ವಾಯ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆಯೋ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ. ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ದು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ, ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡುವಲ್ಲಿ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನ ಮೀಸರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ದಿ ಟೋಟಾಲಿಟಿ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್, ಒಂದೇ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೀಸರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೀಚರ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಗಳು ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ಮೀಸರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಓಕೆ. Then the last one, relativity. Yes. The last but not least, the feature of that business environment is that relativity. Relativity is nothing but what? The dependentness. Okay? Or dependence. That means your the factors of the business organization or the business environment are not universal at all. The factors of the business environment are not universal or not same at all. That means here, if the political factors are, take as a for example, which factors are covered with that the political in that USA are not the same as like for example France, Germany, India. Okay, they are the different. Okay, so like the cultural factors, yes, or the economical factors, etc. factors are different from the country to country as well as region to region. That's why we say that relativity. That means that factors are affected on the reasonable place. Okay, that here which are distinct or different from place to place, countries to countries. Okay, yes. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಲೇಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವು ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಾಗ US ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ, ಜರ್ಮನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದು ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ, ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಾಗ, ಸೊ ಇವು ಅಂಶಗಳು ದೇಶದಿಂದ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಳದಿಂದ ಸ್ಥಳಕ್ಕೆ ಭಿನ್ನವಾಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾರು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂತ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗೆ, ಆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂತ ರೀಸನ್ಗೆ ಆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ದೆನ್ if you have any doubts regarding this, please comment on this and I will clarify. Okay.